Hello, welcome to the Oviedo Police Department. My name is Mike Beavers and I'm the Deputy Chief of Police. This video was created to provide you with information about the Police Department building. The building was originally designed to serve as both the Police Department and Fire Department headquarters, as well as a fire station. The building was completed in 1990 and served a combined total of approximately 49 police and fire personnel, and is approximately 19,000 square feet. Since then, a new fire administration building and a new fire station have been built, allowing the police department to occupy the entire building, which currently has 83 total personnel. Due to the department's growth, a needs analysis study was conducted in 2016, which concluded the department needed 40,000 square feet to accommodate the department's current and future growth needs. A more recent study was conducted in 2024, which concluded the need was approximately 38,800 square feet in order to accommodate the growth of the Oviedo Police Department through 2038. Where we're at right now is what we refer to as the classroom. It'll accommodate around 12 individuals at a time. We use this, it's a multifunctional room. We use it as a classroom setting. We use it for training, defensive tactics, and things of that nature. So this area is for our detective unit. Currently it houses a lieutenant, a sergeant, 4 detectives, and an administrative assistant. Future plans shows that we would like to expand its capability to 2 additional detectives, an intelligence analyst, and a little bit larger bullpen area for collaboration purposes. This is our interview room. So this is the place that we would use to bring suspects or victims and do in-person interviews. Right now the department only has 1 interview room that has the capability to record, and we really need to expand it to 2 interview rooms. One of 2 conference rooms that we have in the department is set up to accommodate 6 people comfortably, 8 people pretty tight. This is the Deputy Chief of Support Services office, which used to be the Fire Chief's office when the building was first occupied. And this is our records section. This is probably the only place besides the bathrooms in this building that has never changed. Currently we have a records coordinator and 2 records specialists that work in this office, and for future planning we're looking at adding at least 1 more records specialist in our records section. This is our property and evidence section, so anytime we have evidence that's collected from a crime or property that's been seized or abandoned or anything, it gets checked into this area here. So within this room we have evidence of crimes. We have another little doorway there. That's kind of like a safe within the safe. That's where we keep high value evidence or valuables that have been seized, along with our drugs. And then we have a separate area, metal cabinets inside there that we keep guns and stuff in. So we have like safes within inside a safe room, and you can see there's different layers. You know, we have the main door here, and then you have another gate that you have to go through. So, you know, we protect the integrity of the evidence. So you'll see down this side of the hallway here, there's a series of doors. It's a combination of offices, and then this room that you're standing in front of here is what we refer to as the lab, which is a room where officers can bring in the property and evidence that they've come in custody of, and then they can process that and get it ready to be submitted into property and evidence. This area here is our community policing area. Just think of uniformed police officers. This is the area where they work. Immediately on your left is one of the patrol lieutenant's offices. And then next to his is the other deputy chief's office. In this area here, we currently have 5 sergeants. We have 4 shift sergeants, a traffic sergeant, and an administrative assistant that work in this area. And we're planning in the future, hopefully, to expand this to include workstations for our K-9 officers, our traffic officers, and potentially the addition of another sergeant for special operations. So this area here used to be for processing of arrestees, but now we just use it for storage. The little room beyond that is our key management system, our battery storage for equipment that we use, and charging bases for our body-worn cameras. This area here is what we refer to as our read-off room. This is where the squads will gather before they go out on the road and work their shift to get any type of information or briefing that needs to be passed on to them from previous shifts. They meet with their supervisors in here to get those briefings. Previously, this served as our holding facility for arrestees. Behind these walls, there used to be actual jail cells, and this was just a processing area out here. Currently, our shifts consist of a sergeant and 7 personnel. And in the future, we're hoping to expand these to possibly 10-member squads, space that you would need to hold a briefing for 10 individuals. Next, we'll go into our community involvement section. This is the section where the folks who handle our special events, community events, things of that nature, they work in this area here. This originally started out as our dispatch center. So when this first started, city dispatched for both police and fire. So we've now converted this into office space and workstations. And you'll see in this area here too, currently we have 2 workstations that are set up for community involvement. We have a lieutenant in charge of community involvement, we have 2 sergeants, and we have a total of supposed to be 11 officers. Some are school resource officers, so they're assigned inside a school each day, but there's supposed to be 2 community involvement officers that handle our special details and special events and things of that nature that would require workspace as well. We'd also like to be able to provide workspaces for the SROs should they need to come to the police department and follow up on any cases that they're working or reports that they're completing, and currently we don't have that space. This area over here has always been the police chief's office, or suite we'll refer to it as, because his admin works in there. So as you come in, you'll see his administrative assistant or coordinator works here. He has another small conference room. Right now we have the command staff, which is the chief, the 2 deputy chiefs, and the professional standards lieutenant. And then on some of the meetings, we'll invite the rest of the management staff, which are 5 more lieutenants. And then we're planning in the future again for expansion, so there may be as many as 6 or 8 lieutenants. You can have anywhere from 9 to 12 people that he would want to have a conference with. Right now, this space really isn't conducive for that. It gets a little tight in here. And then our training unit is back in here through this door, which is what used to be what they call the bunk room. So this room used to be filled with beds, and this is where the firefighters would sleep. So we currently have a sergeant and a training officer that works in here. We're currently scheduled to bring another or a second training officer, a 3rd individual into this unit, with again plans for expansion in the future. So when we hire new officers and they go through their orientation phase, which consists of approximately 3 weeks, where they're sitting down, they're reviewing policies and procedures, and they're getting training and certifications that they need, they'll work out of here as well. It can get a little tight in here sometimes. So this is what used to be the fire department. Once they built the new fire department, we took over this space. We kept the kitchen that they had so that we can use it in the event of hurricanes or major events where we're required to shelter in place. We can at least provide hot meals for the officers, and a break area there. So this is our rolling asset storage, what's formerly known as the fire base. So you can imagine they used to keep fire trucks in here. Now we keep our rolling assets in here. It also doubles as an area where we can do physical training and defensive tactics training. Sometimes we have to bring the mats outside, and basically we're on doing training outside whatever time of the year it might be. Also in view of all of the neighbors and the passers-by, we're doing defensive tactics training. Thank you for taking the time to watch the video. I hope it was informative. I would also like to thank Professor O'Brien and his students from the Department of Digital Cinema and Television Production program at Seminole State College for producing this video. If you would like to take an actual tour of the police department, you can scan the QR code to fill out a request form, or you can find a link to the form on the city's website at www.cityofovedo.net. Thank you.